So around 10, within 5 minutes, John Pradeep sir and your computer sir will come to explain you how to use this MS Team for downloading your question paper and accessing your, attaching your answer sheets. So we are discussing about WTO and should India be a member of WTO, that is World Trade Organization, Amawa Ilya. So let's discuss. So we have discussed bilateral means what, trade between only two countries. Okay, multilateral means more countries, more than two countries. Tariff barriers in the sense what, heavy duties on imports. Non-tariff barriers in the sense it's both for import and exports. Okay. So fine. There's some scholars. Who is scholars here in the sense? The economists. They are saying, or of the view that there is no use of developing for a developing countries India's to be a member of WTO. Okay, so not only India, developing countries when the member are there is no use. Why? What's the reason? Because the major volume of international trade occurs among developed nations. Okay, so you can see the major volume of trade. Okay, major means the huge trade. So developing countries, maximum they won't import much. So they will maximum they will try to export, but trading in the sense buying and selling, the maximum can be happen only in the countries developed countries. Anyhow, developing countries are being cheated as they are forced to open up their markets for developed countries and are not allowed to access market of developed countries. For example, you can take China, USA. Okay, they are accessing our Indian market. Yes or no? But what happened actually? Already they are developed country. They will develop the country, and their money value increases. Right, compared to us. For example, $1 is equal to 74 rupees, Indian rupees. Simultaneously, one Chinese yen is equal to 10 rupees and 11 rupees. So already their economy is very high. So what happened now? We have opened our market to their countries. Now what happened here? Our domestic manufacturing, like Pepsi, was since Pepsi came, what happened? So many local juice manufacturers got affected. So once this, what happened? Amazon came. So you all know everyone knows very well, right? So Amazon வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் என்னாச்சு? We stopped going shops, இல்லையா? Yes or no? So whatever we want, for example, you want to buy Sandeep immediately you will book it through online. If you want to buy a shoe, you book it through online. If you want a pen, you are booking. So everything it is available like a mixie, grinder, refrigerator, AC. So what happens? Slowly we stop visiting what shops. So the tiny shops and manufacturers they got really what economically they got affected and they can't able to develop anymore. But the companies like Amazon and the products like that Nike and Reebok like international standard, they are growing like anything. So with this, okay, because of that, WTO will not suit for developing countries like us. Even for example, we will not buy the local manufacturers. We will go for Van Heusen, Allen Solly shirts, right? International brand only we people like. So whatever make in India, we will not like. So there is a issue. So even what happened? Those people, they are for international standard. They are manufacturing. They are maintaining quality and they are maintaining their standard. So we are attracted to their product compared to Indian make. So that is the one issue. So WTO will not suit for what developing countries like us. But for developed countries, it's okay. So that is what the thing found by few scholars in the sense some economists. Okay, am I audible, guys?
Sir.
Okay. So now what happened? So now the arguments in favor of economic reforms. So first, now we are going to discuss an appraisal of LPG. Okay, LPG in a sense liberalization, privatization, globalization. So argument in favor of economic reforms in the sense. So previously we have discussed so many reforms. Yeah. What are the reforms? Tax reforms, industrial reforms, license reform, and then land reforms. So many reforms we studied. Foreign exports, foreign trade reforms. Like let's discuss how far they are okay, how far they developed our country, they support our country. We'll discuss now. So first one is increasing rate of economic growth. The growth in GDP was 5.6% during 18 to 91. So during 18 to 19, growth in GDP is estimated 7.2 as compared to growth rate 6.7 in 2017 to 18. Okay, what happened? So we can find a good sign. There is an increase in what economic growth after the LPG, liberalization, privatization, globalization. Even a couple of days back, I think I have shared you some videos, right, about what? About this investment of Air India. Do you remember the reasons why they are selling? What's the reason? Have you all remember? So fine, fine. So they are about to they're about to do convert Air India into private industry. So fine. Let's back to the topic now. So during the reform period, the growth of agriculture has declined and industrial sector reported fluctuation, whereas growth of service sector has grown up. Okay. There are three sectors we need to remember. First one is agriculture and industrial, then service. Okay. So if we need to compare or we need to calculate a nation's development, these three things are very important. Any countries we can able to compare their growth with the help of agricultural sector, industrial and service. So what happened in early days during the eve of independence in 1947 or else between 1950 to 1990, what happened? Maximum we used to depend upon agriculture. So slowly, what happened due to this globalization? What happened? So foreign countries, MNCs came to our country. So a lot of industries came established. So with this, what happened? This agricultural sector has gone behind, whereas industrial sector there is some fluctuation. Fluctuation means what? It will increase, sometimes it will decrease. Okay, there is ups and downs are there in this sector, but the service sectors like hospital, hospitality, or else hospitals, then educations, okay, then tourism. So many service sectors are there. It's gone up. It means it increased very massively. So this indicates that the growth is mainly driven by the growth in service sector. Okay. So finally, we can come. Finally, we can conclude. So our economic growth massively depends upon what service that is after LPG, after liberalization, privatization, and globalization. So during 2012 to 15, there has been a setback in the growth rate of different sector. Agriculture sector recorded high growth rate during 12 to 13 to 14, but witnessed negative growth rate in subsequent year. So service sectors witnessed the highest ever growth rate of 10 percentage in 2014 to 15. The industry sector witnessed a steep decline during 2012 to 13, but began to show a positive growth thereafter. Fine. So what happened? This is what about the three sectors development and the growth. So agriculture sector, there was a growth, but again it went back. But service sector, okay. So after LPG, the service sector improves like anything, and its growth is very aggressive compared to industrial sector. So what happened after LPG? So because due to globalization, what happened? We got a lot of foreign investment in our country. Okay, so previously there was no, we don't find much MNCs, but now we can find many MNCs are there, right? So automobile industries, we can find any many industries like Kia, okay, Toyota, Honda, Hyundai, and so on. Simultaneously, your banking sector also you can take a lot of foreign banks, HSBC, IDBI. Okay, so even you can take so many countries they came up directly and they have invested in our country. The opening of the economy has led to the rapid increases in foreign direct investment. The foreign direct investment and the foreign institutional investment increased from US dollar 100 million. Okay, in 1990 வந்து பார்த்தோம்னாக்க just 100 million தான் FDI இருந்தது. But whereas in 2014-15 73.5 billion American dollars. So massive growth, huge growth in FTA. So nearly 48 percentage increase, okay, of foreign direct investment. That is because of globalization. And next one is raise in foreign exchange reserves. I think we have studied why the main reasons. Yeah, the main reasons for decline in that 1950 to 1990, that 4 decades on the why, what's the reason for economic downfall in the sense we remember what are the points we have discussed. The first point is what the deficit balance of payment, inflation we have studied. Then what happened? Then what else we
Sir,
have studied?
excuse me, sir. John, sir. Good morning.
Sir, good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Sir, please, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, John, sir, is there?
No, Erling, sir, no, Erling. Maybe you will come now.
Okay, sir.
So, good morning, guys. So, நம்ம இவர் வந்திருக்காரு கம்ப்யூட்டர் சார். So, give your greetings.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, students. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes. Sir, John, sir, I think don't need to record this one. You can pause it
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
and make me presenter, sir.
Yes, sir.